Welcome to a brand new Level Up podcast / video. Today we're actually going to be talking about a online coach's sales funnel. Now, if you're watching this, you probably sit in one of three camps. One, you know what a sales funnel is, so that's cool. Two, you have no idea what a sales funnel is. Or three, you know or you've heard of a sales funnel, but you're not too sure how it applies to online fitness coaches. So we're going to run through what an online coach's sales funnel is. And in theory, if you're sitting in any of the three camps, you should learn something. So sit back, relax, and listen to my soothing voice. It's not that soothing. Anyway, what is a sales funnel? Effectively, if you think of a funnel in your head, if you have no idea what a funnel is, just type in sales funnel. You're effectively going to see a top line, so a big bucket. You're then going to go to a smaller bucket and then a smaller bucket. That's basically what it is, okay? Now, the larger section of the sales bucket or a sales funnel is going to be awareness. The midsection is going to be nurture, and the end section is going to be a sales process. Very easy, right? Effectively, this is what a lot of online coaches or PTs try and do because they're taught by mentorships this is how to do it, okay? So they go through their follower list or they get a new follower, and instead of going through an awareness phase, a nurturing phase, they just go straight to the sales process. So they try and go into a sales practice straight away. So I see you in my stories, Are you looking for coaching? In a weird analogy, this is like going to a bar and laying your penis on the bar table and just searching for a girl or a guy and being like, touch it. That's effectively what you're trying to do right now. Okay, that's what a lot of online coaches try to do. They skip out the go on date 1, go on date 2, go on date 3, and then maybe like date 4, then ask for that situation, right? But what they try and do is they try and spray and pray, okay? And out of the 200 people that they message on a day, they might have one person who is a highly unqualified lead. We'll get into why that's a highly unqualified lead in just a second. But they might get one person who entertains a sales process chat, okay? So they're talking to them about like their fitness journey and their fitness goals. You might book them on a call, might. Okay, now the way that we do things within TCT is we do it properly, in my opinion. So we go through an awareness phase, a nurturing phase, and then a sales process phase. The reason why we do that is because, so this, just as full transparency, this is awareness. So if I give you free value, in your head you're like, cool, I like this guy. So that's awareness. So if I give value to your life, you're like, kind of like him. The other aspect of it is you might listen to me and think that guy's a dick. So then you actually get repelled from me, which from my situation is good. Because if I have awareness and if I'm like, this is genuinely me, this is my opinion, and you're repelled against it, you go to someone else who's better suited. But the person who is attracted to me in terms of like coming into my world, into my sales funnel as it were, you've actually resonated with me. So you're actually, by definition, a little bit pre-qualified, okay, already, okay? So that's awareness. Awareness for most of you guys will be like Instagram posts, which a lot of online coaches or PTs just don't like, but you have to understand how powerful free content is, okay, for that very reason. So when you're looking at like posting, a lot of coaches think that everything has to be perfect. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It just literally has to be you speaking to a camera, speaking about your opinions on certain subjects. That's literally all it is, okay? And if someone likes it, great. If someone doesn't, they get repelled, meh, not the end of the world. Not everyone has to like your content. It's actually a good thing that a lot of your content actually repels people that you just don't want to work with, okay? So that's that. You then go through a nurturing phase. So free content, okay, that's like the awareness phase. The nurturing phase is a free resource of some sort. You might have heard the term like lead magnet, okay? So, full transparency, we have awareness. I can then say, okay, because you're into my world, Would you like a lead magnet? Would you like a free resource? Never call it a free lead magnet or resource, by the way, because in your head right now you're like, I absolutely don't. However, our free resource is how to get your first 5 paying customers or next. So you can be like, okay, I'm a new online coach. I want 5 paying online fitness clients within 30 days. Or I've got 10 fitness clients. I'd like 5 more. If you DM the word combat, I will send you into our free course. So it's a free program. It's got 6 trainings that's dedicated to get you 5 online clients. So full transparency, if you enter that, you then go into our sales funnel. So we have every right now to have a sales conversation. But do you see how much work that is, from an awareness to building out a free resource to then have the sales process chat? Okay. So where a lot of online fitness coaches go wrong is they're just at this end bucket, but you have nothing above it. Okay. So from an online fitness coach's standpoint, it could be free content around training, for example. It then could be in the nurturing process. It could be a training program for free. You then get entered into an email funnel, okay, where it could potentially skim your WhatsApp number. It could obviously skim your email and your name, and then we can basically follow up with you if you liked it. Hey, how'd you find the free training program? 7 days later, how do you find the training program? You can then enter a sales process. So do you see how much work you have to do before the sales process? One thing that I would drill into yourself when it comes down to building a business is, if it takes longer to do, it's probably correct. It's probably, you're probably optimizing everything. If everything is rushed through, you're just spamming DMs, 9 times out of 10, your business is built on quicksand and not on a solid foundation, okay? Because the only problem you're going to have in terms of like that sales funnel right there, the only problem you're going to have is, I'm going to run out of people to sell to because I'm trying to sell to all my following. So the only issue is, how do I build more awareness? And you can do this in various ways. At TCT, we have low cost paid ads that we can work towards. So if you're looking at how do I build more awareness, you can do this via paid ads. You can do this via word of mouth referrals. We have a system in place for that. You can get some micro influencers, which works very well. So anyone with like 5,000 Instagram followers, we have a framework for that. You can go and attach them to your service, okay? Coach them for free. They tag you in stories. You get a lot of their following over to you. You've got multi-channel or multi-platform posting. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you can start to build more awareness there. And then networking, which is like seemingly disappeared from online coaching, the online coaching world, which is basically like going to events and just like nurturing people, or just like having conversations with people and just building up rapport within the industry. If you're well known within this industry, you're probably going to do well. If you look at the best online coaches right now, they're well known because they've networked, they've been on podcasts, they've been to events, they speak at events, like they do pretty well for themselves because they are consistently building out awareness. So you've got to think, if you listen to someone on a podcast and then you follow them on Instagram and then they have given you a free resource, you really like them and you're already quite far in their sales process. Then if they're like, hey, do you fancy a chat about how we can do X? You're probably going to have the conversation. So you can either try and sell to people the right way, or you can try and quickly sell to them, which is the wrong way in my opinion. Okay. Now you're going to get like a caveat to this. You're going to get someone who's like, hey, I'm ready to rock. Let's get involved. Like someone yesterday was literally at like 9 a.m. yesterday was like, hey, can I have a call about mentoring? We got the call at 10. He was sold at 11 o'clock. So it's like, you can have a caveat towards that. However, they've actually been watching my content for 2 years. So it kind of further backs my claim that you need awareness, you need a nurturing phase, and then you need like to know when to sell to someone. Don't sell too quickly, okay? If you want to learn how we can help you in terms of like building out your sales funnel, then DM the word mentor. We can basically plug our exact sales system into your business. We do this with over 300 online coaches right now. All generating insane results. So if you want to have a conversation about mentoring, then message me. But yeah, I hope you have you've taken something away from this, because in my opinion, a lot of coaches fuck this up. So yeah, the trick is to make content so fucking good that the awareness is a bit more viral, as it were. The nurturing phase, the lead magnet has to be shit hot, and then the sales process has to be really shit hot as well. If you optimize your entire funnel, you are going to become a multi six-figure online coach, in my opinion. If you try to rush through this, so content, yes, I'm posting every day, but it's shit. If you've got a lead magnet, but it's shit, and your sales process is shit, you've got a sales funnel, but it's shit. So yeah, we plug a decent sales funnel in, evidently, and then we always try and optimize it. So we don't just plug something in and be like, there you go, away you go. We always try and optimize that sales funnel. So yeah, again, DM the Web Mentor, we'll have a chat. If you are not in the sales process right now, then DM the word combat and we'll throw you into our free school community dedicated to go and get your first or next 5 paying online clients within 30 days.